Welcome to the An English Coffee Office. Today is Tuesday, July 29, and like every morning, David and Alex are at the coffee machine.
Hey Alex, how's it going? Grabbed your coffee yet or still debating the fancy options?
Hey David, I'm doing all right, thanks. Just sticking with my usual black coffee, keeps life simple.
Fair play. I'm going for the caramel latte today. Gotta sweeten up this daily grind somehow.
I get that. Anything to make the morning meetings bearable, right?
Exactly. So what's the latest you've heard around the water cooler?
Not much yet. What about you? Any hot topics on your radar?
Oh yeah, I was scrolling through CNN this morning and saw something about the US and EU hammering out a new trade framework. Trump's been in talks with the European Commission, and it sounds like a big deal.
I caught that too. It's intriguing. Could mean less friction for transatlantic business if they get it right.
For sure, and as a sales guy, I'm all for anything that opens up markets. More clients, more commissions. Cha-ching!
True, but I wonder about the details. These trade deals often take forever to trickle down to actual impact with all the bureaucracy involved.
Don't even get me started on bureaucracy. I've got enough of that just trying to get expense reports approved.
Tell me about it. It's like navigating a maze sometimes.
Totally. Hey, at least it's not as bad as some of the red tape I've dealt with closing deals overseas.
I bet. So, anything else catching your eye in the news lately?
Yeah, actually, I read this piece on the New York Times about companies going all in on sustainable tech innovations. They're pumping money into green gadgets and eco-friendly solutions.
I saw that article as well. It's a smart direction. Sustainability is becoming less of a buzzword and more of a business must-have.
No doubt. But I'm just sitting here wondering how much those green toys are going to set us back. My laptop's already wheezing. Last thing I need is a pricey eco upgrade.
That's a valid concern. Though in the long run, energy-efficient tech could cut costs and even make companies look good to eco-conscious clients.
Good point. Maybe I'll pitch that angle to the boss. Hey, let's go green and save some green.
Nice spin. It might just work if you frame it as a win-win.
Gotta play the game, right? Speaking of wins, did you see that story on Newsday about this global comeback of community-driven events?
No, I missed that one. What's the scoop?
Apparently, people are craving real-life connections again. Local festivals and meetups are popping off everywhere. Everyone's over the virtual stuff.
Oh, I love that idea. It's like we're all a bit nostalgic for the days when community meant face-to-face, not just a screen.
Exactly. I'm already daydreaming about dragging the team to some local fair for our next offsite. Way better than another boring Zoom call.
No argument there. It'd be refreshing to bond over something real, like live music or street food, instead of a conference room.
Right? Picture this. Me, you, the whole crew munching on food truck tacos instead of staring at PowerPoint slides.
Sign me up as long as there's a decent coffee stall nearby. I'm not budging on that front.
Deal. I'll hunt down the best brew at whatever fest we hit up. Man, it'd be such a vibe shift from the usual office slog.
It really would. I think these kinds of events could do wonders for rebuilding a sense of togetherness, even in a corporate world.
For sure. I mean, half the time we're just heads down in emails. Something like a festival could remind us we're actual humans.
So true. It's easy to forget that when you're buried in deadlines and deliverables.
Tell me about it. Hey, going back to that trade framework for a sec, do you think it'll actually make a dent for folks like us anytime soon?
Hard to say. On one hand, better trade terms could streamline supply chains, which might help with project budgets I manage.
Yeah, and I'm hoping it means less hassle pitching to EU clients. Those tariffs and barriers are a pain when I'm trying to close a deal.
I can imagine. Still, I bet we're looking at months, if not years, before the effects are tangible. Lots of negotiations to iron out.
Figures. Patience isn't my strong suit, but I guess I'll just keep hustling in the meantime.
That's the spirit. On the tech front, though, I'm curious. Do you think our company would ever jump on the sustainable bandwagon?
Honestly, only if it's a PR win or saves cash. They're not shelling out for green gadgets just to be nice, you know?
Fair assessment. But with client expectations shifting, adopting sustainable tech could become a competitive edge sooner than we think.
Hadn't thought of it like that. Maybe I'll start dropping hints in sales meetings, make it sound like a client magnet.
Smart move. It's all about framing it in a way that clicks with the bottom line.
Always. Now, about those community events, got any ideas for something local we could crash together with the team?
Well, I've heard there's usually a summer market not too far from here. Could be a low-key way to test the waters with a group outing.
Nice. I'm picturing us all chilling with some craft stalls and maybe a band playing. Way more fun than the usual team-building nonsense.
Agreed. Plus it'd be a chance to see a different side of everyone. Outside the office armor, you know?
Oh yeah, I'd pay to see some of the suits loosen up for once. Bet you $10 our CFO knows every line dance in the book.
Huh? I'll take that bet. It'd be worth it just to witness that kind of hidden talent.
Done, man. It's crazy how much is going on out there. From trade talks, to tech shifts, to people just wanting to hang out Earl again.
It really is. Keeps the world spinning and gives us plenty to chew on over coffee.
For real, never a dull chat with you around. Keeps the morning from feeling like Groundhog Day.
Glad to help. So, what's your game plan for the rest of the day?
Oh, just the usual, chasing leads, dodging emails, and probably sweet-talking a client or two. You?
I've got a project review meeting in about 30 minutes. Trying to keep the timeline tight without losing my cool.
Good luck with that. Don't let those Gantt charts give you nightmares tonight.
Thanks. I'll do my best. Catch you later for another round of coffee talk?
You know it. I'll be here. Gotta keep the gossip mill running.
Sounds good. See you around, David.
Later, Alex. Let's crush this day while we're at it.
Time to get to work. Don't forget to subscribe and practice your English every day. You'll see how it just keeps getting better and better. See you tomorrow. Hope you have a fantastic day.